cost of software testing. The software testing takes 40% of the effort as well as cost. So how to avoid that? In that direction we are doing this work, and this work is supported by a CG cost project. So I have developed one tool through which we are going to extract software fault data. How to extract software fault data, because it is going to play a major role in the case of software fault prediction, and which is one of the easiest way to identify software faults in bigger systems. If you have used software, then how to test each and every module. Even in bigger software, you will find 99% of the accuracy cannot be achieved in the case of testing. So for doing that, we have collected the data from various repositories which are openly available. If you see the software repositories are a collection of different artifacts that are coming from requirement analysis, your design, testing, your plan, and everything. So you have all the things repository. Nowadays you will have different source version repositories. If you see here, versioning systems are there, SCM, software configuration management, where you are going to store each and everything, and software versioning systems where you are going to manage different versions. So we are the various versions of the software. So these artifacts which are being stored in repositories where each and every facts are stored online, or if you are going to have a system, you are going to store. So these artifacts can be used for software prediction, fault prediction, can be used for managing the software in a well way. So for that, so this is one of the statement identifying 8% of the file most likely to have faults in future release of the software. Rather than moving for each and every file which do not have any fault, we can concentrate only X%, or you can say a small percent of the files where most of the faults are more prominent. So by doing that, how to get those information? For this, we can have to take the information from historical history of the software, which is stored in different versioning systems. So and it's being managed by developers and all. So if you see the various software repositories online are available. SVN is one of the biggest one. SVN, which is being followed by sourceforce.net, which is one of the largest database where you will find most of the open source projects are available with their source code repositories and every person and their bug repository and all. So Bugina is going for bug repository. One of this one is Microsoft source code and all. So if you see for about source code, we have 430,000 projects and has more than 3.1 million registered users. And I'm going in a faster way because we have to complete. So if you see, this is how a particular project looks in sourceforce.net. They have various versions, and each version having software codes and comments about the development history. So if you see, these are the various related work. They have developed the software, but they are not able to extract each and everything which is required for software fault data or software fault prediction, and that can be used easily by software managers. So here we have two. This one is the latest one, dual regular, and one has CMS tool, but they are only going to extract a few things, only software matrix about the that, but this tool is not capable to get the software defects as well as software matrix, and then map it with software matrix module level and create software for data. So that is the demerit of this latest table. So we have tried this, how to get this one. This is for that we have to install Turquoise 9th version at this point, where we are able to access the online repository, and we have gone for various projects. But you see what we are trying to extract. We are trying to extract the different modules, each modules and the division, and you find that there are different messages. What are different updates are given by various different persons, and in there few modules are going to be updated, few modules are going to be having bug, and if the modules have bug, it will going to be assigned to new developer and they are going to change it, and after that you have new revision. So each and everything is here, and code is associated with this. So if you see internally how it will look. So if you have a previous version 6.3.5.4 and next one is 6.3.5.5, and you will see that two things are there, and the additional which are coming in the next version are yellow. So this is one line, and you get more lines behind the scene. So these are the things where we are going to have additional things. So what we are doing, we are adding some patches. We are going to remove these errors by adding few codes. So this means there are some bugs and in this file we are going to remove these bugs. Okay, fine. We are trying to extract the bugs and then trying to extract the software matrix to tell about the measurement of the various things of the software. So we have used this software. This is one example of how this software matrix can be extracted by this, and if it's buggy, then it is going to give you the bugs. So how this is our model by which we are going to extract the data, and we have developed an algorithm for doing this complete job. So if you see, the bug repository and software repository are going to contain the complete software data, which will having complete software codes and bug. So if you see version bug, we are going to have the complete extraction of the modules. We are going to have the software matrix from that, and after that we have log data. Log data is about what changes you are going to do in during development of the software. So from the log data, we are going to extract the fault data, and then we have developed this algorithm which will do this previous diagram that I showed in that systematic way. We are going to extract the complete source code, change logs, and then we are going to pre-process the this change log and finding out the bugs in the file and correlating with it with the different software modules. So if you see this example, now if you see different versions are coming within dates. So this is the release date. So we have designed the software of between two release dates. We take the release dates, it will give you the complete change log record here, and the different versions and the file which are related with the change log. So if you see here, the different files are modified. Like let's say, if you see downward, you will find that modified files are PDF, abstract, Java, and all. So what we are doing, we are getting the files from this one. We are extracting the files where the bugs are there, and then we are extracting the software matrix out of those modules. And finally, we are going to create the software for the data, which is performed by this, and we are going to get the software for data. And we have selected lots of software projects. That is the part of my project which I got from sponsoring agency, and the various matrices we are extracting and then doing this job. So this is how we can extract automatically the software for data and extracting the number of software bug per module per version and mapping it with the software matrix, and it will help not only to researcher but also software industry to finding out how many bugs you have in a specific module, what complexity it has, how many lines of code, what is the complexity, CPU, KLOC, DIT, and everything. So you can identify or you can generate guidelines for those developers and software testers. So this tool will not only extract the defects but also creating a software for data that can be used directly for software for prediction, which is our the next step for prediction for different types of software. That is organic, simply test, or embedded one, and similar of the it may be also similar. We can predict software faults or similar projects, not similar projects. So various types of study can be performed by this. Software engineers can also use the quantitatively based assessment of the quality of their work. So this is what we are planning in future, and this will also help to enforce the rules within the ID. So during development, they will they cannot go beyond a specific scope. So these are the references, and this is the supporting one because few of the studies, similar studies have been performed by NASA and all, and CG Post has supported for this one. And we got the data from sourcecode.net. Thanks. No, this is completely automatic. You have open source repository. That's what I showed you. This is completely automated. This is one sort of sourcecode.net. This is PDF project.
Okay.
Okay. Here you will find that this is one version and this is another version. And there is a change log. So this is change log. This one. If you see here, the version number are given, and you have addition, plus is updation, cross, exclamation. These are the for errors. So we are automatizing all these things. Is it clear?
Okay. So according to the latest version,
these messages are given by the developers who are developing it, testers who are testing it, and late users who are using it.
And,
we also can give you this part because we are using source code.NET projects, they are open.
It means whatever is inserted by developer or tester, according to that you are going to identify, right? So, is it having any intelligent algorithm on the basis of previous history which can identify, or it is only the text matching or whatever information?
No, let's say tester is giving, we are getting bugs. So it will go to developer and they will like, okay, add a missing text, this one, and these are associated with the specific versions modules. This module having this one. Okay. Fine.
So my question is that it is only on the basis of that changes which is done by developer or tester, not on the basis of intelligent algorithm, like if this kind of syntax is there, so it can be buggy. So this is not on the basis of.
This is not syntax one. That part is also, I am taking care of that part also. There is another module of this set. So where we can map two different versions of the code and by text analysis we can do. That is not here. This is part where extracting software for data, and if you go for prediction part where we are going to create the software for data and then we can apply different intelligence algorithms. If you give the module data and we predict, okay, this module is going to bug.
Have you compared the result with any available?
Yeah, my 2 or 3 papers are available online. I have done great work in this.